Arrgh!
Ninjas!
What's up?
Anonymous!
Solon! Hi, guys!
Lend me your ears.
Yarg!
I am anonymous and my voice is loud. We gather here today not to protest a religion, but to protest the cruel and inhuman practices of an organization which long ago ceased to be a church and instead became a corporation plagued by corruption and greed. L. Ron Hubbard is quoted as saying,
Make money, make more money, make other people produce so as to make money.
Money!
Does this sound like a religious leader to you?
No! Sounds like a booty grabber to me!
I agree. Many of its members seem blissfully ignorant of the crimes of their own organization.
Hail Xenu!
Due to the less than secret agenda of their superiors.
Xenu.net, people.
Xenu.net. And do even more so to practices and teachings which can only be described accurately as lies, abuse, persecution, intimidation, and brainwashing. Throughout the years, the Church of Scientology has established many front operations. Many of them posing as charitable organizations. If you want to get a list of those, lermanet.com, Lermanet.com. We don't have time today for me to list all of them. Anyway, these exist, amongst other reasons, to lure in the desperate, the impressionable, and even minors. Not the guys with picks, children under 18. So that they can be manipulated into signing away their dignity, their lives, and apparently even their reincarnated lives. I have here a copy of the Sea Org's religious commitment, aka their 1 billion year contract. If you sign this contract, you have to, you are obligated in this life and in any other life you have to come back and serve Scientology and the Sea organization. Want to get a look at that? Xenu.net, or I can just go ahead and give you my copy because it's lols. Yeah, seahorses on it. In 1967, L. Ron Hubbard, the creator of Scientology, raised a private navy and appointed himself Commodore, donned a dashing uniform of his own design, and set forth on an extraordinary odyssey, like a celestial ejaculate. Leading a fleet of ships across the oceans variously pursued by the CIA, the FBI, the international press, and a miscellany of suspicious government and maritime agencies. The Sea Organization is the actual nexus that controls the Scientology empire. Sea Organization personnel are authorized to take over and control Scientology organizations and to demote personnel, move bank accounts, and run the corporation as if the Sea Org personnel were employees or representatives of that corporation, but they are not. Most Sea Org members are given room, board, and a small weekly allowance of about $24 to $75 a week. That's more than the Marcavian fleet is paying us.
Yeah, sadly.
Damn psychologists.
The Sea Org also introduced what they call ethics. Example of this ethics technology, the Rehabilitation Project Force, the RPF. Our friend over here has some things to tell you about that if you want to talk to him later. This became Scientology's equivalent to imprisonment. In theory, the RPF deals with the Sea Org members who are consistently failed to make good. They are put on physical labor, spend several hours each day confessing their transgressions, and revealing their evil purposes. Evil purposes.
Evil!
Evil! Jerry Armstrong, a former Scientologist, spent over 2 years on the RPF and has given this description. I'll share some of my favorite points. You can find more info at Xenu.net. It was essentially a prison to which crew who were considered non-producers, security risks, or just wanted to leave the Sea Org were assigned. You can't leave. You signed a billion-year contract. Damn them. RPF members were segregated and not allowed to communicate with anyone else. They had their own spaces and were not allowed in normal crew areas of the ship. Their quarters were the worst on board, in a roach-infested, filthy, and unventilated cargo hold. They ate after the normal crew had eaten and only whatever was left from the crew. They wore black boiler suits, even in the hottest weather. They were required to run everywhere. Discipline was harsh and bizarre. When running laps of the ship were signed for slightest infraction, like failing to address a senior with sir. That's all that. It's funny. It's funny to make people suffer. They had no liberties and no free time. When one young woman ordered into the RPF took the assignment too lightly, Hubbard created the RPF's RPF and assigned her to it. An even more degrading experience, cut off even from the RPF, kept under guard, forced to clean the ship's villages, and allowed even less sleep. This is only a single account from one individual. There are many, many more examples of ethics and Sea Org's treatment of its members at znew.net. Another infinitely more cruel practice of the Sea Orgh, forced abortions. Forced abortions. Marriage and family are discouraged in the Sea Orgh as they are distractions from serving the church. On September 28, 1986, an order was given. Flag order number 3905 forbade Sea Orgh members from having any more new children. In the event Sea Orgh members elected to disobey this flag order, they would be exiled to a non-Sea Orgh or Scientology organization of a low class level until the child reached 6 years of age, or more often than not, an option more. Someone is whispering in my ear. I don't believe them. An option more cost effective. Be forcefully suggested. There are numerous first-hand accounts from women formerly in the Sea Orgh who state that they were advised, often intimidated, to have an abortion when they became pregnant, so they would not be sent to lower organizations. Apparently, the Corporation of Scientology is more important than the life of any innocent, even those who are unborn. Strange. Scientology presents itself as a pro-life religion and actively speaks out against abortion, both in its publications and in its commercials. Curious, sir. Curious, sir. If you want to know more about this disturbing denial of human rights, you can read numerous first-hand accounts on whyaretheydead.net. What are your crimes, Church of Scientology? The list goes on and on and on. Such cruel and cruelly inhuman acts should cease immediately. And while we're at it, Anonymous demands that all human beings, male or female, born or unborn, young or old, be given the rights that they deserve. The right to speak freely, freedom to choose, and freedom to live well, to live and let live. And while we're at it, bring forth the scroll.
Dun, dun.